welcome back to CryptoTrends, and we're going to do a podcast. My friend has some questions about cryptocurrency, so I'm going to answer his questions to the best of my ability, and he just wants to learn more about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies.
So my first question would be like, if I wanted to start out, like, what would be like a good site to start out with, pretty much? Like
For when you say a site to start out with, you're talking about like where you can acquire cryptocurrency?
Yeah, because like you have to have like because there's like two different sites you have to have, right? Like a wallet, right? And then like a place like where you actually like buy it all from, right? That's like what I heard about it.
Yeah, you're right about that. So for example, Coinbase. I'm sure you've heard of Coinbase already.
There's an app over there.
Yeah, there is an app too. So Coinbase is a good place to acquire Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum. So you can use your US dollars and turn that into any of those three: Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum. You don't have to get Bitcoin in order to get Litecoin. You can just flat out get Litecoin if you want. It'll be stored on the exchange right after you acquire it. So something about that, the exchange is not a wallet. It has, like Coinbase, they have this thing called a vault.
Yeah.
And that could be, I mean, people will naturally consider that a wallet if they don't know. I don't consider it a wallet. I don't think anything on exchange is a wallet at all, because you're giving the exchange the power over your cryptocurrency. So if something goes wrong with the exchange, even if it's in their vault, whatever you want to call it, it's still in the exchange's control, per se. So we'll just say Coinbase is a good place to acquire. Okay, so we got the website. Where would be a good place to store? That was your next question, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so a good place to store, a good wallet, would be Exodus. And I'm going to include links to everything that I mentioned in the description. So Coinbase will be in the description. Exodus will be in the description. Exodus is the name of the wallet. It's a very easy to use, powerful wallet. There's other wallets like Jax, Trezor, or Ledger. But the one that I would recommend for beginners would be Exodus. It's easy to use. It's a powerful website. It's not a website. It's like you install the software on your computer. Exodus does have a website where you download the software, and then you open up the software on your computer. You'll have your own private keys, which makes it a wallet. You know it's a real wallet if you have access to the private keys. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Another question would be like, so I hear a lot about like trading like Bitcoin, like currencies, right? So what would be the point in like trading them? Like if you have like Bitcoin, right, which is, from what I understand, like one of the highest, why would you want to trade that for like a lower one unless like you're getting multiple ones?
Hold on. So I get what you're saying a little bit. Like you think Bitcoin is like inflated in price, it's high up.
Yeah.
Okay, that is true. Bitcoin is up in price, up in value. Mm-hmm. Which, how do I say this? At this point in the game, I mean, it might be safe to hold on to some Bitcoin, a little bit of Bitcoin. But the way I play the game is I bet the market, and betting the market means you don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't. So you don't bet everything against Bitcoin itself. You bet against a plethora of the cryptocurrencies on the market. Mind you, there are coins that are termed shit coins, which are like garbage coins. Like I don't know, like Ron Paul coin. I don't think that has any intrinsic value. I don't think it'll ever be worth anything. You know, granted, Ron Paul's a great guy. I don't think his coin is going to be worth very much in the future, or Bob coin, or Sex coin, or any of those other pathetic coins that are just like in the plethora of the thousands. However, I think that the top coins, the leaders like Ethereum, Litecoin, unfortunately Dash, I'm not a fan of Dash, but it is one of the leader coins. NEM, So these coins are likely to be around a decade or so from now, and that's what you have to, the way you have to play the game. Is Ron Paul coin going to be here a decade from now? Probably not. I mean, even if it does exist, its value will be like infinitesimal.
Why don't you like Dash?
Oh, Dash. People ask me that. So, to be completely honest with you, I don't like it out of spite because I missed it when it was cheap.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Fair enough.
That's part of it, and then part of the reason I never invested in the beginning, because there was this debacle about a pre-mine, and a pre-mine is where the creators of the coin mine the coin before anybody else, and the difficulty is ridiculously low, that anything that they're going to mine like a ton of coins, so they're holding all these coins, and when it goes up in value, like, I don't think that's fair to the rest of the people, whether or not that's true. So that was the rumor going around when Dash started. It wasn't called Dash, it was called something else, like Dark Coin or something like that. But so I missed Dash, but it's up there high, really high now. It's like number 4. It keeps bumping up above Litecoin. But personally, I think Litecoin has more value than Dash.
All right, and what would you say would what makes you think like a coin will last longer than, say, other ones? Say stocks, right? You're pretty much like reading up on that company, like pretty much projecting what you think will happen in their future or whatever. So you buy that stock and pretty much bet on it. But for like different coins and all that, how would you know how long something's gonna last?
Okay, so the short answer is you don't know. Nobody knows. The long answer is you can read a coin's what they call white paper, and that will provide the technical details as to the algorithms, the coin's plan, mission, their intent. You can also review a coin's team, who they have in the development of the coin. Like, for example, Dan Larimer, who developed BitShares and Steam and now EOS, right? He has a track record of building these successful coins. So if he has a track record of building successful coins, and his latest creation, EOS, well, it's likely to be as successful, if not more successful, than his previous coins. I think it's safe to say that. Right. So those are some things you would analyze. The team, you look at the website. Does the website look legit? Does the white paper, technical details look good? The algorithm of the coin, was the coin pre-mined? How did they distribute the coin to the people? Was it fair? Was it balanced? Do they have good technology? Is the coin offering something new to the marketplace? That's something I like to look at. For example, IOTA. IOTA offers something remarkably unique. So that's the name of the coin, IOTA. Stands for Internet of Things, right? And IOTA, so let me just tell you, Bitcoin right now currently is like a dinosaur. If you want to do a transaction with a Bitcoin, you have to pay a fee. I literally just did a transaction last night. It was equivalent to $200 US. My fee was about $2.50. Now it goes added on to the $200 that I spent. So I had to pay a $2.50 fee in order to process the transaction.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that in mind, IOTA, when you do a transaction, there are no fees whatsoever. It's not using the blockchain. It's using this thing called the Tangle.
Tangle?
Yeah.
So how would you know what a new currency like what they bring like new to the market? What do you mean by that exactly?
So new anything new, like new technology, like if it's less fees than the other cryptocurrencies, faster transaction times, You can scale the coin. Like, that's the thing with EOS. You can scale it to this huge volume, and that's the new thing that it brings to the market. So if it brings something to the marketplace that's better than all the other coins, that's value that's going to stand out. Make sense?
Right, yeah. How long have you been doing this for?
I've been in the cryptocurrency market since about 2012.
So what advice would you have for me if I since I'm just starting out and I want to what advice would you have for beginners?
So that's a great question. For beginners, I'll tell you what I would do with $1,000. If I had $1,000 and I was going into the cryptocurrency market, this way I'm not advising anybody. This is just what I would do.
Yeah.
I would go through Coinbase first of all. So in order to get into the cryptocurrency market, I would go through Coinbase because I know it has a good track record. I know it's legitimate, and my friends use it. So I would start there. I don't really know. I'm not familiar with any of the other exchanges to get in. So I'd set up an account with Coinbase, deposit $1,000, and you have 3 options there, and all 3 options are good options. I would buy 10% Bitcoin, and I basically just split the rest between Ethereum and Litecoin. I like them both. I like Ethereum, I like Litecoin. I'm not so much a big fan of Bitcoin, but I have to say you should hold on to some Bitcoin. I think that's a smart move, to hold on to some Bitcoin, even if it's $10 worth of Bitcoin. So that's what I would do, 10% Bitcoin, and then split the remainder between Ethereum and Litecoin, and that's a good holding right there. You could even go further to get onto an exchange, and that would be wise to go maybe do some trading if you could find some deals in the cryptocurrency market. Maybe it'd be a good idea to get a hold of some NEM, maybe some OMG, maybe let's see. EOS would probably be a good idea to get a hold of some EOS, and IOTA, definitely IOTA. I'm a big fan of IOTA. I think IOTA just broke $1, which is huge. So, and the exchange that I would recommend going through, or I would go through, is Bittrex. I used to think Poloniex was a better exchange, but I've grown to like Bittrex more than Poloniex.
Bittrex?
Yes. It's more user friendly. Not to be confused with Bitfinex. I wouldn't recommend trading on Bitfinex. They have a lot of scrutiny over in people investing now.
So on Coinbase, there are only 4 coins that you can invest towards. Those are Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Litecoin.
Yes, that's it.
That's it.
Yes.
Those 3.
As far as I know, yes. Since last time I checked.
Say I wanted to get newer ones, like more up to date ones. I would have to go through something like Bittrex or like any other site and try to and then invest towards that.
Yep. And the great thing about Exodus is compatible with a lot of cryptocurrencies, so you can transfer most of your cryptocurrencies to your Exodus wallet.
And I heard that once so they give you like a key, right, for your Exodus, and once you lose that key, not once you lose it, but if you lose it, it's gone forever.
If you lose your backup key and you forget your password, then your funds are lost in existence. They'll be locked up for good.
So nobody's able to get. So nobody's able to get to it.
Yep, not even you. So, which is why they're going to give you this string of words, your private key, and you have to write that string of words down in the same order that it's given to you. Keep it in a safe, secure place. Make a backup of it. Keep that in a safe, secure place. Preferably not in the same location, because if something happens to that location, then all your keys are gone.